Ian, I want to start with you in terms of looking at data. I just kind of want to set the scene really for people that have joined us. You've been, as I said in the kind of intro there, you've been in sort of various different roles in and around workplace and FM for a while, and that's given you a series of different perspectives. And I'm thinking particularly in recent years, you've done some work for the Institute of Workplace and Facilities Management that looked at this from a kind of almost observing platform and see what's going on. I just wondered, what's your kind of take generally on how data and the role of data has kind of changed, morphed, evolved in our landscape, and perhaps, you know, maybe in the last couple of years is a bit of a focus for us.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody. Good to be here. I think to kind of start us off, let's just frame workplace so that we can talk about data. So when I say workplace, and you don't all have to agree, but I sort of use it to refer to the spatial stuff, the people and culture stuff, and the technology stuff, all of the tools, the way we go about doing our job, wherever we're doing our job. So to me, when I talk about workplace, and if you're going to ask me questions about workplace data, that's what's going on in my head. So how's data changed, or how has it changed? I think the first thing to think about is, certainly from a narrative perspective, it's clearly more important than ever, because we've been through this kind of almost trends of phrase, isn't there, over time. There's big data, there's artificial intelligence, there's cloud computing, there's SaaS stuff. All of those terms point to the fact that there's so much more at our fingertips from all these different workplace angles. But the big challenge is, having the ability to gather data, being able to switch something on to get more information is one thing. Something that perhaps hasn't changed as readily, and I'm sure we'll get into this later in the conversation, is the ability for us to do powerful things with that data and use it to influence organizational practice.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably, there's two things in there, which is the scope of data and the power of data. And I suppose there's a tendency that we all say data is important because that's kind of drummed into us, but actually the right data is important.